Thanks for stopping by, guys, and welcome back to Heartbeat. Now, these next few episodes, I want to try something a little bit different when it comes to actually recording these. So I'm not going to go too much explanation, but if you notice some things between the next few episodes, that may be why. And I'm doing it in an attempt to make these easier and quicker to get out. So, without any further ado, without any further talk, I can talk while we play. We need to be heading to Otecho. And I should be able to use these to get back to, where's this? Eros. Because Eros is where we need to go. We need to go down to the forest down here. And that should give us a pathway to Otecho. Otecho proper. We had kind of went that direction already, but it told us that we just couldn't go there yet. And there we go. That was really quick and simple. If I remember correctly, we had to go through this way. I don't know where to go past here, unfortunately. So let's try and lure him. Fuck. Ran into the other one. So what I'm going to try and do for these episodes is, rather than, because what I've been doing is recording for about like 20-30 minutes and then cutting that down into like a 20-minute video. So what I'm going to try and do is actually record basically an hour's long footage and just cut that up into multiple smaller episodes. Whether or not it's going to work well, I don't know quite yet. But it's what I'm going to attempt to do. That way, instead of having one 20-minute episode, after an hour or two of recording, I should be able to get 3 or 4 shorter episodes out of it. At least that's the theory. Here we go. Can we go this way, I wonder? I don't think this loops around. Maybe it does. Yes, it does loop around. Alright. I'll just have to go past that guy anyway. Nope. Alright, so the bottom right's where we need to go to get... There we go. Get to Otecho, or at least the road to Otecho. Who's calling us? Mail. I wanted to thank you for saving Chip's life twice. That's twice that Chip's... you're a flopping hero. I owe you treats. What's up so much? There's a rumor going around about how those cracks in the walls can lead to treasure or maybe ferals. One way to find out. New Blink for Soup album. Featuring... Yoga dads. Alright. So, do this. Okay, why is it not letting me... There we go. If I remember correctly, this is that one puzzle that gave me so much trouble last time I tried it. So, if I remember correctly, we have to do all of these in sequence using the dash ability, and failing will cause... It didn't let me do W. It's not letting me do her ability. Also, running over that switch didn't do anything. Okay, I'll be back when I get this working, because this is I know this is gonna take me forever. Never mind, apparently. Hey, we got it. Only took me like 1 or 2 more tries. Nice. Okay, this is the road we were meaning to be on. And Shep should be down here. There she is. Who lives? Project Safe House. This is a little like house for the construction workers to stay in because the mogs that are running around here. Think I can go this way? Oh wait, I have to go this way to get to Shep. I want to say hi to Shep. Shep, hi. This place. Humans were planning on making a needle road from Eros to Techo ages ago. Mogs complicated. Oh, Mogs complained. I thought they said complicated. Mogs complained. Couldn't sleep or something. Geesh. Is that hard to move to the city? Probably could have had twice as much business and leg traffic if that road was here. You'll make up for it, right, cuz? What'll it be? Items, please. Bye. Full heart recovery. Flea powder. Ooh, I like flea powder. Oh, but they're expensive. Holy shit, I'll take 3. I'm not gonna mess with... I should... Okay, I'm gonna get 1 teleporter snack as an emergency thing. Because I know how powerful they are, and I love them, especially late game. But I'll get one as an emergency thing. Come again. Alright. Something I've realized is some people were talking to me about, hey, like I should talk more just about stuff in the game instead of just reading out the text. The problem is I want to gush over this game so much, but I don't want to spoil things. Also, I think we're heading to a... how do I describe it? An ocean area? Yeah, let's go get this chest. Let's just fight this dude. I don't know who I just attacked there, but hey. Because there's so much stuff I want to talk about, but I know it's going to spoil major things in the future. And that's why I don't want to talk about it. Because I've played through this before, and I know I've done a series on it before. But... I know this may be the first time that a lot of people are going to watch this, so... I'd hate to, like, spoil the entire game. If not spoil, like, some of the smaller stuff. And I already realized that, like, some of the things, like, my saves... If you... Because, I copied my old saves as a backup, just in case. However, I didn't delete the saves from the folder, so they still show up. And sometimes when I actually go over those saves, there's some like major spoilers there. Now that I said that, someone's probably going to look at it, try and figure out what the spoiler is. Little face here. Oh, it looked like a face. Hold on, there's something up ahead. It's you fuckers! How does it steal from a dumb Minotaur? You couldn't just nab the registry offer? My mission's been dire, we don't need any more outside hostility. Hostility, ho ho. Not if she's dead. You're a Saugan... I forget how to pronounce that. Pichel? Act like one. I still don't know what General Yorsk saw in you, you're such a yellow belly. Perhaps speaking of the old general, I've got another briefing to attend. Be grateful Wake is clearing up after your mess, Pike. Enough banter, both of you. Tell Lewis while I'm gone. They're after our wisps, we didn't... Oh, why didn't we stop them? We can't just keep jumping into fights without an area of thought. Be sensible, Eve. I mean, you know that they're really up to now, so it should be okay, right? Well, I suppose. I knew that Saugan from Fox Editor looks suspicious. She's planning on stealing my book. Now she's after my wisp, too. These guys are trouble. We should tail them and make sure nobody gets hurt again. Yes, but we must be vigilant all the same. Look, the siren dropped something here. Pick it up if you want to. I've got my eyes on the prize. Okay, let's explore around here for a second, because, like, there's treasure. And when I read this note, I want to point something out, because I love it. Because I know this note does it. Alright, let's go grab the note real quick, before we get too much further. Dossier, scrap obtained. Alright. Should be able to key items. The thing I love is, okay, right now we are Chip. So when we hold the item, we actually see Chip's hand with her outfit. Background use only. Date. Wake, skip, hike. As requested by your majesty, obey instructions with no objection. Locate and retrieve escaped asset at first priority. You will be given a month to complete this task. Lastly, bring the princess back alive. Second priority, no more mistakes. Sincerely yours, Yorshkvozo, I think? General Yorshkvozo, yes. Inner Solemn Military. Now here's the thing, and here's why I love this. If I go to Eve, now grab it. It's now Eve's hand with her wristband. And I think if I do that with Klein, I think it also does it too. Yeah, it's a fucking cat paw, and I love it. I love that, like, that little detail. Like, they didn't have to fucking make a cat paw to hold a, like, there's like 3 pieces of paper I think in this whole game you actually hold, but they've made the hands for all of the characters and all the different forms the characters could be in, just to hold those like 3 pieces of paper. And if I remember correctly, they also made it for like endgame characters too, so characters that shouldn't even be holding the paper in the storyline still have a hand made for them, so that if after the story is finished you pull out the piece of paper, their hand can be the one holding it. Anyway, let's actually go back to Chip, because there may be some more puzzles still going on. There we go. Can't go this way quite yet. We have to go over here and find a switch or something. There's a bed here we can use. And there's the switch we needed. Oh, we can't get over here. We have to get, so I've said it before, like, this here in this situation, we can't get to that chest without a certain character. And that certain character we can't get back to being in our party till late in game. Or even end game, really. There's another chest down here. Sugar bun. Yay. And it's just really nice that, like, that's there. So there's reason to explore after the end of the game. Because after the end of the game, you have access to more characters. And you can do... you can just go exploring late game. And get some of the stuff that you weren't able to before. Is there anything of use over this way? I have no clue where I'm going here, by the way. That was easy. Oh, I should have gotten that chest before I did this. Because now it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna lock me out. Is this where we're supposed to go? Yes, it is. Hi, Tiny Onai. You look lost, man. You want me to send back to... No, I don't. Not yet. Ah, shit. I was like, ah, shit. I do have to use you. Because I was going to go get that chest. Oh. Teleport. Alright, let's see if I can... Oh, there's more than one. Oh, there's more than one switch anyway. So we had to do this again. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. There it is. This one. I'm not going to worry too much about the chests. Send me back to the beginning, friend. I thought that button just did something outside already. Yay. Oh, ooh. I like that, how it just came out the side there. And we see the characters sitting there waiting at the entrance for us to come back. Can I get to that chest easily? I don't think I can. I know I literally just said I'm not going to worry about the chests, but here I am worrying about the chests. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the other one. It's going to waste more time. Also, chip. And we should be really close to the, there's like a beach city that we have to be at. Should be getting really close to that. Ow! Thought I could dodge it. There we go. Easy enough. And... oh, there's so many fucking mugs. Holy shit. Okay, that should be... there's a red eye cluster over there. Nice. Oh my god, there's just so many of them here. No, so many enemies. Oh, there's a chest over there. Oh, I wanted to do that. Crud, forgot about this dumb fish town. Must be where the Saugen came from. You think so? Very probable, like a base of operations, full of fish, dumb outset fish everywhere. Gotta be a rest stop or something. So, you think there's somewhere here? I mean, they do know something about a wisp. Good call, Eve. One of the villagers might know something if what Chip says is true. Yeah, get those fish goons and show us the wisps. Then we can show it to Stolas. Tell her to cut it out. She's gotta listen if we got proof. After all that, we'll skewer those sea dinguses. There we go. I could not read that word for a second. After all that, we skewer those sea dinguses and eat them for breakfast for the trouble. Well, I wouldn't mind a seafood feast. I don't think we should go that far. What were they called again? Terror Trio, right? One was less fishy and more mammaliar? Yeah, I believe that was it. One of them was missing an eye. Don't forget that melodic... that meal... what the fuck is that word? Milk toast? Idiot fish. That's probably a word I should know, and I just can't read it for some reason. Don't forget that idiot fish. She took my stuff. Gotta beat her up too. Hope you don't mind, but I overheard you all saying something about a terrarium trio. They were more like an aquarium trio, but we got those guys in town right now. One of them ain't no fish, and you said one of them was missing an eye. Ain't that right? Are you sure, sir? Yep, they're down at the museum. Knew it. Idiot fish cannot resist the lure of shiny rest stops. They stopped by to do some sightseeing, buy souvenirs at the gift shop even. I see trio, but I think there's 4 of them actually. The little one, don't know where she is. Those guys did say something about a general, didn't they? Maybe it's her. I don't know, maybe. Regardless, thank you for the information. We'll be getting out of your hair for now. Yeah, alright. I ain't got no hair though, but alright. You guys done talking, let's beat up some fish and bag us a wisp for the idiot. Hustle, hustle. Ooh, let's make it a save. Yank. I know exactly where I'm going. But I kind of want to explore first, because there is this thing. It's stuck. Alright, there we go. Now we have our fast travel point set, and if we want to leave, we can just go down through there. So, yep. I love the radioactive waste, by the way. There's no response. Okay, this is one of those things. Even I found in my last playthrough. I don't know what it is, and I don't know what it does. There might be something here in a minute in the story wise. I really don't remember anything. Cat Sith, why my break man leave me alone? Hello. I fucking love this character, by the way. Ooh, visitors. Just as the ball foretold, how can I help you through today? Where's that dumb oversized fish thing now? Come on, get some, you creepo. Huh? Excuse me? You mean a fish Mogwai? Are you talking about Ark or Avi? Don't mind my angry colleague here, miss. We meet. Shut up, Klein. We're not looking to beat up. Weren't you looking to beat up and eat some one-eyed Mog too? Ah, so it's Ark you're looking to beat up. It's not like her to bother others, but I never said I was going to do such a thing. Ark should be in the aquarium. It's this way before you start swinging. Guys? Unless it's about to flood, I don't think we're looking for an Ark. Mayhaps it's an alias? More like a lame alibi. Nobody can escape my axe is nobody. This fight kicks my ass, so I'm gonna double save for safety. Hi. Huh? You're not from this town, you guys making trouble for now here? One eye, you're one of the goons from earlier. Get him, Eve. What did you say? Stop. You run into our fish tanks like that. You calm down. I love this song, but I've heard it on loop so much. I want to just get through this fight and I'll talk. But I know I'm on like an easy mode right now, but I still don't expect this to be easy. Oh. Yay. Okay. Okay, just quit charging into stuff. You'll break a tank and cause a flood. Arky, you alright? Yeah, just a mild severe concussion, that's all. Get up, dirty den drog. It's curtains for you. Chip certainly has one eye, but what we're looking for is more of a kraken department. A kraken? Do I look like a kraken to you, chicken breath? Sorry, well, it's hard to tell when you're in your human form, after all. Geez, kid, we gotta be... If we want to show everyone we're the top sea dogs in town. Besides, it's a museum, so there has to be something for the patrons to look at, right? That's why I love that character, by the way. She doesn't even hide it. So the kraken we're looking for isn't here either, is she? The only kraken I've ever known is some dingbat named Wake took my left eye. That's it. It was Wake. Did she and her friends come by here? Not since I stole one of her eyes right back as revenge. My, why must this Wake keep getting us in unnecessary conflicts to this day? I mean, it's been a while since we had that trouble with the Den militia, but who cares about Den stuff? You got any other idiot fishmogs here? The one of the fishmog in here is Avi. She's the one you're looking for, figures. Of course, she'd be the one to get all of us into this mess. It's her recklessness, I tell you. Alright, dears, please slow down. Okay, now I'm definitely sure these aren't the guys we're looking for. They seem to know about who we're really after, but we might have made a logistical error here. Let's check on them just in case. You don't want them hurting this Avi over our own mistakes now. So as we've just figured out, we were not the ones in the right. We made the mistake, and that's what I kind of love about that fight, is because it's one of the hardest fights in the game, at least in my experience. It's also one of the only fights where we are the problem, where we are the aggressors. So I find it just kind of comical and enjoy that part of the game where it's like, we're the villains in this fight, and therefore it is very hard for us to win. Especially because the character we were fighting is constantly like trying to up her attack and has a hit everyone attack that can fucking like one hit KO people if you let her build it up for too long. What's all this tuckus ruckus noise in here? They're looking for an idiot fish and you fit the bill. What'd you do to these guys? Huh? Sorry, but I did what to who now? You probably went on another frenzy near human town, and now they're here to sue. They also mentioned Wake. You in cahoots with that dirty kraken now? Why would I be? She always yelling at me back then. Okay, so none of you saw Wake and her other cronies pass by recently. I know nothing at all, I just work here, kitty. Sorry, Catsith, the only contract we've had with the outside lately is with fish traders. And if anything, we don't have that great of a reputation with Wake and her sorry crew. Or the Den militia for that matter. We're all deserters turned curators. Fine, whatever. You've wasted my time. If you have no info on the guys I want, then I ain't gonna talk to you. Goodbye. And the Wake just fucking leaves. Somebody has to make sure she doesn't break anything. I'll be right back, Eve. Just make conversation while I go get Chip back, alright? Fish traders, huh? There's this fish farmer in the Corona Woods. You know her? Oh yeah, this is something else I forgot about. I think the old lady that's in the woods that is another conjurer. She can buy the fish that you catch with the rod she gives you for a price, and then she sells them to these guys. Yes, that's Fang Dentilion, a conjured Maogwai. She's our aquarium supplier. Her asking price for fish is so high, we're practically losing business. Really? She doesn't catch them herself, and she doesn't even pay with actual money. She's been asking humans like me to catch fish for her. She said she caught those fish herself, claiming her effort was worth the won. We should use this info against her. Maybe she'll lower her prices, eh, Niall? Perhaps we were fated to meet. The stars did say we'd find a reason for a discount on fish. Dang, those are some pretty specific stars. Hey lady, you should stick around and look at all the fish you've caught here. And now I got this room for you. For your chivos? She sees your... Oh, chivos. Achievements. That's also another thing I enjoy. The achievement system is a physical place in the game you can go to and visit and see all the statues you've unlocked. I set them up here. At least I think they're for you. Description called for pigtails because the one lady is like a fortune teller or whatever, and she can like see your travels and stuff and make statues based on your achievements. And yeah, I fucking love that. Just like game mechanics, like an achievement system is acknowledged in game and has an in-game explanation. I can respect someone with a cute set of pigtails like the old ambassadors. I mean, they're certainly not for arcs. She's got a gross cowlick instead, huh? Right you are, Avi. On this room being for Eve, not on Ark's hair. Not even gonna back me up, huh? But yes, the ball did tell me to track a pigtailed Eve in her achievements. That crystal ball can show you all that. What else does it? I mean, alright. So please take your time. I crafted these trophies from my own visions. It's spooky but kind of cool, right? I hope you like them as much as I do. I think, yeah, so we've got Raining Cats and Dogs helped Rex and Troz. And it's Rex and Troz, and I love it. Chivo. Alright, let's go see if we can find our two friends. And once we do that... Hey! Man, I didn't think people knew about the cool stuff I've been doing. Even if it is a little intrusive. I'm sure they mean no harm. I'm proud of you, Eve. Yeah, right. That room was mostly empty. Hey, there was some stuff in there, like at least one, I'm sure. Who cares? This was pointless. Gotta continue on to a techo, I guess. Chop chop. So, how I'm gonna do this for these next few episodes is I'm actually going to end this episode here. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. If you have suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Enjoy the channel, enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe. It helps out a lot. And right now, shares help the channel the most. So if you do want to help the channel, please share this episode with a friend. I do really want to finish this game and give it a proper playthrough. Like I said before, I really do enjoy this game, and it's unfortunate that the first time I recorded it, I had so many issues with recording, as well as it being on my old setup, which was probably not the most optimal, and is a big reason why I'm playing it again. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to end this episode, and then just immediately start the next episode and do one long recording pretty much. Because once I start cutting out some of the battles and stuff like that, I should get this episode down to about 20 or 30 minutes, give or take, which is kind of what I'm wanting to do for these episodes. So without any further ado, thanks for stopping by, thanks for sticking around, and until next time, peace.